You are watching Climate Change. Here you hear about the most recent events about the climate, cataclysms, various natural phenomena and incidents on Earth. These days it is very difficult to work as usual because of the war in Ukraine, where we live. Often we have to run for cover when the sirens are wailing, due to irate alerts. But as far as possible, we will talk about events related to the topic of our channel. And now we begin our release. Get ready. A tornado struck a school in Arkansas, destroying part of the building. It ended up in the gym at an elementary school in Springdale. There were no reports of injuries. Video footage from the scene shows a flattened building and a bent metal frame surrounded by heavy debris. The main building of the school was also damaged along with the playground. Classes were cancelled due to a power outage, and public utilities blocked roads near the school due to broken lines. The tornado originated from severe storms that swept through Arkansas, with tornadoes and hurricane-force winds forecast across much of the Deep South. The storms come a week after a New Orleans tornado hit overnight and killed one person. Just look at this destruction.
Elementary this morning, Wednesday. Ground zero for the Springdale tornado. Nice neighborhood here. Damage to the school. All kinds of crews working.
And now we invite you to subscribe to our Telegram channel. Follow the link in the description below. Thank you. A huge lake that supplies drinking water to almost 2 million Chileans dried up in 6 years due to years of drought. New satellite observations show before and after images of Lake Peñuelas, west of the capital Santiago in April 2016 and this month. The branch-shaped lake, which 6 years ago was an expanse of deep blue water, is now a yellowish scar on the landscape and appears to have completely dried up. The lake was one of the main sources of water supply for the Valparaiso region. Together with another lake, Los Aromos, it served as source of water for almost 2 million people. Many rural communities in the area now deliver drinking water by truck. Due to lack of water, native plants and animals are struggling to survive and tens of thousands of farm animals have died. In August 2019, the Chilean government declared an horticultural emergency in more than 50 districts. It's the most drought in modern history, with scientists linking about 25% of its severity to climate change. The rest is due to the natural cycles of atmospheric circulation, ocean temperature, and precipitation patterns. Flood-weary Queenslanders, who are still reeling from one of the worst rainstorms in 500 years just a few weeks ago, have been forced to leave their homes again, as inclement weather in Australia's east coast again. With the help of a drone, we can see the incredible extent of the flooding in the city of Dalby. Many homes were flooded after Mayal Creek rose 3.6 meters overnight. Back in the early March, a major flood caught the Australian continent by surprise. Then at least 20 people became victims of the elements. On March 30, 2022, residents of the state of New South Wales woke up again in the flood-hit city after the previous rampant elements in February. Faced with extremely weather conditions, local residents accused the rescue services of poor performance in preventing natural disasters. On March 28, 2022, residents of the city of Eagle River in Alaska were finally able to return to their homes after being evacuated due to an avalanche. The avalanche that descended on the city on March 24, 2022, covered it with a layer of snow of more than 12 meters, and the houses were left without electricity. Officials at Eagle River say they successfully reduced the avalanche danger with explosives on March 27. A drone video was presented showing the aftermath of the avalanche on March 27, 2022. The north of Germany was covered with snow before the inhabitants of Hamburg had time to get used to the sun and heat. It was December again outside the window. Weather conditions cause accidents and train delays. People go sledding in the parks. After 2 weeks of spring temperatures, winter has returned to Hamburg. Snow covered the Hanseatic city with a white blanket. Several centimeters of fresh snow fell in the morning. At night, the winter service began in Hamburg. Employees checked trails, bike paths and sidewalks. If necessary, they covered them with sand. Many residents of Hamburg took advantage of the moment and got their sleds out of the basement. The slopes at Donner's Park in Alton were very busy these days. We ask you to consider understanding our English voice and pronunciation because we first try ourselves in such a format. Our release has come to an end. Please share your thoughts in comments. Send us your recorded videos of natural phenomena and incidents to the email indicated in the description. Subscribe to the channel and rate this video. See you next time, but for now, be vigilant, do not be indifferent to others, and take care of life.